ducks in southern Florida, and my husband is joining me, so I'm really excited for that. I've actually been planning this trip for 2 years, and it's been a dream of mine to complete the North American Waterfowl Slam. All 41 species of ducks you can legally hunt in the US. So really hoping to do that and get the 4 species that are kind of exclusive to the southern states, some of which mottled duck may be exclusive to Florida and just southeastern parts of the US. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm a little worried about alligators and crocodiles, because there's actually crocodiles in southern Florida. Actually, on our way down, we're gonna stop at one lake and do a little bit of a float just to scout and hopefully get a fulvous whistling duck, which is going to be our most difficult duck to get. And speaking of the fulvous whistling duck, this is the cue for a couple of wanted posters I've got for you. So the first duck here we've got is the blue-winged teal, and these guys are in northern parts of the US too, and I've actually shot a couple, but when the migration hits, they mean business. They head south right away. My hope is to shoot one that is in full plumage down south here in Florida where they're all hanging out. This is the mottled duck, also known as the Florida duck, and they live in the far south, and they're not known to migrate, at least continentally. They're regional birds, so they don't do much migrating other than within the state they live in. They like it down in Florida, so they're staying there. Black-bellied whistling duck, which is a type of tree duck. These guys are actually pretty crazy looking. They have really long necks, kind of like a goose, but they're small-ish, I think. I haven't ever held one, so I don't know. Like a duck, more so in size. And then they have really long legs too, and they actually perch in trees, which is why they're called a tree duck. I'm gonna try to have to forget a little bit about what I know about ducks, and I don't know, and that's part of the reason I want to go down to Florida, is because I want to find out. The fulvous whistling duck, and this is the black-bellied's elusive cousin. He's going to be the hardest one to get, and is also a type of tree duck. They're not as common, I guess, as the black-bellied whistling duck, but I think they're prettier. I love their chestnut colors and the black and the browns. Should definitely be the unicorn of the hunt. If we're able to get one, that would be amazing. I think if we could get one early on, that would really take the pressure off getting the 4 species. So that's the hope. Supposedly there is a large population of whistling ducks around this lake. So we don't have much time. We're only gonna have a couple hours. We'll stop there and then continue our trip down south. We've got about 7 or 8 days that we're gonna hunt and scout, of course, too. Can't forget the scout work. So anyway, super excited. Follow along if you want to see some awesome memories made and some awesome duck hunting, hopefully. There's a mix of both coots and green wings. Good morning, it is Adeline of Canvas Outdoors, and today is the first morning of our Florida hunt. So I'm super excited. We're going to some public land. We went and scouted just a little bit when we got in last night, but we didn't have a ton of time. Really would like to get those teal or mottled ducks. I'd be surprised if we get a mottled duck or even a fully plumed blue wing this first morning, just because of the lack of scout work we were able to do. But we did see a lot of birds. However, where we saw them was in an area you couldn't technically hunt, but you can hunt around that area. Gonna hunt around it. Hopefully we'll get some spillover and get some birds scratched off the list. Out here in the mangrove swamp, this is absolutely amazing. I've never been in something like this. It's very cool. The roots on these mangroves are above the water, and they just look so neat. It's pretty shallow so far. We were able to canoe in a little bit, but Now we're just walking. Oh, this is cool. Got our decoys set up a little bit. I'm just hooking up the jerk rig right now, and got some teal right here to my right, and then I got some coots, which will be my confidence decoys, and then I have 2 ringers out a little further, and then a couple of, oh, my ringers are there, sorry. And then over there I got a bunch of hen mallards to hopefully look like mottled ducks. So hooking up some teal now. Teal really like movement, so hopefully this jerk rig's gonna help us out. Unfortunately the water level was kind of low, so our options were more limited than I was thinking, so but that's where we're at. I'm used to the first 10 to 15 minutes of shooting light being the best time for ducks to come in, and that's how it usually is in Virginia, but apparently in Florida that's completely different, because the first half hour to 40 minutes we didn't see hardly anything other than a bunch of waiting birds. So I had powered off my GoPro, of course, and here comes 2 mottled ducks. We didn't even see them circle us. They came in low and fast. Mark and I both shoot, knock both ducks down, and we try finishing the other one, but it starts making its way for the mangrove bushes. Didn't have my GoPro running. Oh gosh, I forgot about my... Drake's in here. First Florida duck. It's a hen mottled. That is awesome. Pretty cool. Wow, I've never touched one of these before. That's so cool. We lost the Drake in there, unfortunately. Here it is. Forgot to show my GoPro. Pretty sweet looking duck. The beak is way more orange than a hen mallard. There's an osprey. I'm gonna try to get our trophy duck over there. Okay, so here's the mottled duck. It's pure mottled. It's like no white right here. It's so cool, but we got the dumb hen. The Drake I shot went in the mangrove forest, and sadly Mark wasn't able to finish him before he got there, so my gun jammed. It was so frustrating. But it's a pretty cool bird though. I had a couple more buzzard decoys, but we were still kind of out looking for the other one we shot. You can only shoot 2 mottled, so but we definitely lost the other one. Whoa, that's cool. That's a wood stork. That's massive. A lot of cool birds in here, but a couple more mottleds went down that way. We haven't seen any teal since this morning. But yeah, hoping that we could still get that trophy mottled Drake. That's cool. Got him. Let's go. Come on. We got our Drake. Come on. I'm shaking so bad. I heard him land right there, and I was like, oh crap. I hope that, okay, that's all the mottleds we can shoot. First Drake mottled duck ever. Oh man, I smoked him though. Totally destroyed him. Oh man, poor buddy, he was too close. He's got kind of a whitish beak. He doesn't look super healthy. Oh, there he is. The other one was definitely more of a stud, but there he is. I just noticed his feet are torn to shreds. I have no idea why. So it's kind of unfortunate. Because that's the last mottled duck we can shoot today. And I want to get a trophy drake to mount. This is not even as pretty as this hen is that we shot earlier. I think that hen is definitely more pure mottled duck because it has very little white on the speculum. Here they are. That is so cool. The female looks awesome. Yeah, this drake, his beak is so much paler. See? I don't think it's supposed to be that pale. The other drake that I'd shot that got away, his beak was way brighter yellow. And then see the white on the speculum there? That means it has more mallard in it. That is like pure mottled. So, we have our limit of mottled ducks. Those beauties right there. And we haven't seen any teal fly at all. We've had a couple mottleds come in range. What are those, Mark?
Ibis?
Yeah, white ibis. So we're going to pack up, scout the area a little bit because we might be able to hunt here tomorrow. Check out the feet on this guy. I don't know what happened to him, but it's almost like something is eating through his feet. If you know what's going on, please say something in the comments, because I've never seen anything like that. That is wild. But anyway, I shot him up pretty bad. He was kind of close. I swam into my decoys with the hen and yeah, blew him up. So might try to get a better one to mount. I'm trying to mount all 41 of the species we get. That puts me at 22 of the North American Waterfowl Slam, which has 41 in total. So hopefully we'll find a good spot for tomorrow. Getting stuck in these weeds with the motor back there. Alright, we got back from our endeavor and we're doing a little scouting. This is a place that you can't shoot them, but there's a couple of blue wings in here, gallon moles, coots, and kind of cool to see. And then even a tiny little alligator down here. Right there. There's a bigger guy on the other side of the river, but a green heron right there. And then over there we got an alligator. There's so many. Mark just found a dead invasive iguana. Come, bring that over here. I want to see that. That's sweet. Oh my. Oh my gosh. That is pretty cool. Trying to go into the Everglades here. We ended up just getting the 2 mottled ducks and didn't see any other kind of duck species flying that morning, so we did some scouting. So I think we're gonna go back there in the morning, go in a slightly different area, and hopefully get on some teal as well. I don't know if you have anything to say, Mark. What do you think about your first Florida hunt?
It was a lot warmer, which was nice. It's nice to hunt when my hands aren't freezing. And yeah, it was a good time. Lots of work. Hunting ducks is always way more work than I expect it to be. So I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. And it's New Year's Eve, so we'll be sleeping into the new year.
Last day of December. All right, hopefully we will see you in the marsh with some more mottleds and blue wings maybe tomorrow, and maybe a whistling bulbous. That'd be awesome. But all right, later. The tide is low, so going out here is gonna be tough, and it's all mud.
Get in here.
You think? This isn't terrible walking yet, but
yeah.
Oh my gosh. What's up? It's Canvas Outdoors, and it is our second day in the Florida swamps. We're hunting the same spot we did yesterday, hoping to get some more mottled ducks maybe, and a nice teal with some nice plumes. So we're out here now. We got about 20 minutes till shooting light. Out here with Mark. We've got whistlers flying over top of us again. And I just heard a couple more go by. So, alrighty. Keep tuned. Hopefully we get some more ducks. I've been up since 3:20. Mark's been up since basically 2:50. And we're waiting for ducks. I wonder what I'll think of this, or Mark will think of this 20 years from now, if we make it that far. And a gator doesn't get us first.
Yeah. I know what I'll be thinking.
Mark loves me a lot. That's what I'll be thinking. Here comes some mottleds. Get ready. Got him. Did you get him?
What?
Did you get one? Heck yeah. It's a mottled. If we can get him. I hope it's a drake. I tried picking out a drake. Yes! It's a drake! Oh my gosh! Let's go! Holy crap! Holy cow! That's awesome! Oh my gosh! We got the trophy. It's a drake model. Let's go! Come on! Finally got that one. Now I feel like we actually got it. Because the other one yesterday was so eaten up, I hate to mount it. Oh my gosh. Yes! Let's go! Alright, now Mark's gotta get one. I see a couple to my right, Mark. I did. It's a drake. I was trying so hard to get it. The drake, I was like, I think that's one. Has a yellow beak. Oh my gosh, yes. Let's go. Okay, sorry. I gotta shut my mouth. Too excited. Now I just gotta get that teal. Thank you, God. It's a nice one too. It's awesome. All right, a little update. Finally got that beautiful trophy mottled duck. So this one I will definitely try to mount. Pretty sweet looking. Mark and I haven't seen many ducks. A couple pintail flew overhead, but not much action. Most everything was flying right before shooting light, so that was kind of unfortunate. But yeah, it's a beautiful day on the swamp otherwise. Lots of birds and stuff around. We watched some birds catch fish right in front of us, a white ibis and some snowy egrets, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, hopefully Mark can get his mottled duck, and maybe we'll get some teal flying later, I don't know. So that's where we're at. All right, we've been out here for a couple hours and nothing really is flying at all. Slowed down drastically after about 8:30 or 9. Just nothing's been flying. No shots even around us, so we might pack up and head in. It's kind of unfortunate. We had 2 chances at really nice straight blue-winged teals, but just wrong place, wrong time, so. Yeah, they come flying over these trees here and just bomb right in, and then it's like, whoa. That happened, I guess, just twice, but yeah, so, well, we might pack up and head out. Getting back to the truck was really tough. The tide had gone out, so everything was shallow. It was super muddy, and it was 70 or 80 degrees by the time we got out of there, so definitely a lot of hard work. We ended up leaving with just 1 duck. However, it was a mount-worthy Drake mottled duck, so I'm really happy about that. I feel like I can finally officially check that one off the list, because that's the goal, is to get a mount-worthy specimen of each of the birds. Got back that afternoon. We decided to just take it easy. I cleaned the ducks from yesterday, and we hung out with the grandparents, went to the beach, checked out the sunset, and the next day we also hung out with them because we'd come to Florida, yeah, to duck hunt, but to also get some quality time with the grandparents down there. We'd never been to their condo, so it was fun to be able to relax. Got recovered for the following day and the day after that, because we're gonna have some tough, long days of scouting and hunting where we're gonna be getting up at 2 and 3 in the morning back to back. So definitely think that was the wise decision. Good morning with Camus Outdoors, and I'm out here running because this public land is only accessible on foot or bike until the day we can hunt. We drew an STA permit. I'm out here running to try scouting it. Thankfully, I'm a runner. I ran for a university for 6 years, and so 2.5 miles isn't crazy for me. But yeah. So far, it just looks like cattails. Not great duck habitat. Haven't seen a single duck. We're really hoping to find the whistling ducks and set up on them tomorrow, because that's when our hunt is. So anyway, that's the update. All right, that is 9 miles, and I made it back to the truck. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see much since I only was on foot. Mark, however, saw a lot of ducks. He saw tons of ringers, we think. He's not really sure what they were, but the way he described them, it sounds like there were a bunch of ringers and a couple teal. So that sounds good, but sadly no whistling ducks, and we're looking for whistling ducks, so that's kind of a bummer. We're gonna go check out STA next, because we drew an afternoon hunt for that area. So unfortunately, the 2 STAs we drew were both on the same day, and one's in the morning though, thankfully, and one's at night or in the afternoon. So that's good. We're gonna hunt this in the morning and then drive over to STA in the afternoon and hunt that, and maybe that's where we'll see whistlers. So hopefully we will locate them. And Mark is just getting back from scouting it up for me. How was it?
So in the far corner, so in a total of 18.3 miles.
Holy cow.
Just biking.
Probably got really hot.
Some scouting.
With the
saw a lot of
binoculars.
ducks in the far corner, so hopefully we can hunt them, kill them tomorrow.
What kind of ducks?
We'll see.
We'll see, he says. Pretty sure they're ringnecks, right?
Yeah.
Maybe some teal, so. What's up, y'all? It's me with my freaky helmet. Walking through the swamps, the everglades of Florida. It's very difficult walking. I'm not too kind on the feet. Although, it could be pokier, I will say. These cattails are sort of soft. What I will do for a duck. No, not even a duck. The chance at a duck is a little insane probably. But to me, it is worth it. Alright, so we have an update. We completely changed plans, which is not uncommon in the hunting world. So we went to another STA to ask some questions. And we got a lot of information out of some hunters that we're checking out, and the FWC officer and a biologist. So come to find out, we can do a standby hunt opportunity. I thought that you had to apply online, but I guess you can just show up at 12:30 or 1 and put your name in a hat and get drawn for an afternoon hunt or a morning hunt. So I'm kind of bummed that I didn't know about that sooner, because we probably would have come to this STA this morning to try to hunt it, because it is the STA that holds the most whistling ducks according to the people that we talked to. So that was great news. We actually saw some hunters rolling out with some fulvous whistling ducks in their canoe, which really got me excited. Stop that, golly. We're gonna try to hopefully enter for this afternoon hunt and get drawn. That's the update. Wish us luck. Holy cow. There's so many people here. Insane.
We're gonna find out in less than 10 minutes whether we are drawn for one of the lucky extra spots. I'm 18, Adeline's 19. We just said a nice little prayer, eating some incredible chocolate.
Said either God wants us or doesn't want us to get in this hunt, or he's making sure that we know he's the one that got us into this hunt. Because our chances are like, I don't know, 3%.
So stay tuned.
So many people. There is 6 spots we found out that are going to be drawn for. So that's kind of hopeful.
Patrick, Camille? Patrick, Camille?
Hey, where's the celebration? All these people walking away sad because they didn't get drawn.
Well, we did not draw an STA hunt, so Mark and I are out on some public land across from the STAs, because we got told by some guys that quite often the whistlers will fly over this section, but that was in the morning. This is the evening, so I don't have super high hopes. I don't think Mark does either. We dragged our canoe out, I don't know, what would you say, a mile?
Yeah.
A mile or something through the cattails and mud and water. And we finally got to a spot. We found a decoy, saw a couple wading birds, but only 2 mottled ducks that jumped pretty far out. So I've heard a couple gunshots from the STA we're hunting by, but other than that, not much has gone on, and I assume that in the evening it'll get a little bit more active. Heard anyone shoot?
Here's our new spot. Canoe down the river of death to get here. Hopefully we'll see some stuff.
Just got this Drake model duck. I was actually watching a couple of my videos from my previous hunts here, And these guys flew over, so I didn't get them on video, but shot them over my head. Three of them came right over heads. Shot once, missed, and then twisted around, shot again, and managed to wing him. He lands over there, Mark shoots him, and he keeps going and goes into one of these grassy bushes that we're hiding in here. And we spent probably, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes looking for him and finally found him. So look at that speculum. Mark and I ended up being the only people coming out of that marsh with a duck, and it was a Drake mottled duck, which was sweet. But it was not a whistling duck, which we were hoping to get, because some guys we talked to that afternoon at the STA drawing had told us that that morning they had hunted this same spot and saw whistling ducks flying overhead, but they were not able to knock one down. So I don't think we're going to be going back there again to get whistling ducks. But we got to talk to some of the hunters there, the local guys, and one of them gave us a great tip as to where we might be able to get some whistling ducks. So that was invaluable information at this point, since we haven't seen a single whistling duck on the water anywhere. We've only seen a couple flying overhead way before shooting light, so that's not helpful. But yeah, that tip made the trip completely worth it. However, tomorrow we're gonna get on those STA hunts that we drew permits for. Should be some really good hunting. I'm really confident that we're gonna get the trophy blue wing that we're after here in Florida. So also, if you're wondering about this tree in the background, there you go. It's a lamp I made. Pretty cool, right? All right, here's the light. Voila. I want to put a mounted whistling duck on there, or wood duck. That'd be pretty cool, I think. So yeah, that's where my duck's gonna go, hopefully, if we get one. I should have another video coming out shortly after this one to wrap up this Florida hunt. Thank you all for watching.